participate into it.
All right, well, joining us now to discuss this is markets reporter and blogger for Bloomberg Markets Live, Camilla Russo. So, Camilla, tell us, why was this so important here for Bitcoin?
Hi, Betty. Yeah, so this really matters for Bitcoin because it means that the doors will be open for institutional investors to gain access to this sector, to this growing asset class. Institutions and Wall Street have largely stayed on the sidelines as Bitcoin surged this year. With these derivatives contracts, it gives them an option, a way to access the market through the contracts themselves, but also it allows them to hedge exposure to the cryptocurrency itself. So whatever concerns or nervousness they had about getting into Bitcoin, maybe this gives them a reason to get into the market.
Right. It certainly lends a little bit more credibility to this market, right? And it puts it, as you say, institutional money. It's not just speculative money.
Yeah.
With this new development. Okay. What about also leading to perhaps an ETF? Is this making a case for that?
Yes, it's a big part of the speculation after this announcement on the derivatives, because one of the reasons the SEC gave for rejecting proposals to list Bitcoin ETFs was the lack of a derivatives market that would allow investors to hedge a little bit of the risk of holding Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin may be the digital gold, but it's 10 times more volatile than actual gold. So it's important for investors to have protection. So now that there's a potential derivatives market out there, then the SEC might look more favorably into allowing a Bitcoin ETF.
Camilla, I mean, the argument for Bitcoin is that as you get institutional participation, it raises the credibility, but there are still risks, right?
Yeah, some of the risks that were raised right after the CME came out with this statement was the pricing behind the contracts. The CME is going to base the contract will be cash settled based on an index that the CME compiles, and that index is based on different Bitcoin exchanges where prices really differ. So people rose this concern at how difficult it might be to gain a true price discovery for the contracts. And then also regarding the Bitcoin exchanges themselves, you can think about the risk there with Mt. Gox back in 2014, how that got hacked and had to shut down. So that kind of points to why some are concerned about this.
Camilla, thank you so much for that. A huge step, though, these futures contracts for Bitcoin on the way. Camilla Russo from our MLive team. Let's take a look at the rest of the markets that are trading, or rather starting to trade here in Asia as we start this new month. New Zealand.